Namaste, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Bharat Mata Ki Jai. So, brothers and sisters, I hope you all are having a great day. Decided to put up another video. My last video was a bit rambling about some of the things I wanted to explain to you, and I'll get into more videos, a bit more detail about some of the things I hope to accomplish. Why I want to start this movement and the goals of this movement and why we need to take control of our narrative. But today I want to share a very funny story with you guys. So I'm a proud follower of Sanatan Dharma, okay? I've said Sanatan Dharma does not oppress me. Maybe some of the followers who are misguided in Sanatan Dharma, well, I've never been oppressed by anyone, right? But within our community, I'm sure that people from Sanatan Dharma oppress other followers of Sanatan Dharma based on the wrong concept or an imposed concept called caste. Okay? And caste does not equal jati, does not equal varna. And I'm trying to remove caste from the Hindu psyche because it does not belong within the Hindu psyche. Okay? It does not belong within the Hindu community, within the Hindu family. So we need to get rid of that. It's an imposition, a wrongful translation or a purposeful mistranslation, okay, of Hindu words, Hindu scriptures, Hindu terms, Hindu beliefs, okay, and that there's a concerted effort and a sustained effort to do this, and this effort has now been taken for truth. Factual truth. It's now embraces the truth. But it's not. It's not the truth, and I'm trying to correct that. But that is not what I'm here to talk to you about. I am a proud follower of Sanatan Dharma. Very proud follower of Sanatan Dharma. I'm not going to give up Sanatan Dharma for anyone. In another video, I'm going to talk to you guys about the type I received darshan. And the darshan that I've received, I don't know of anybody in the world that has received such a darshan. Okay? No one. I'll tell you about that in another video. But yeah, so this book, it's called The New Muslim Guide. Muslims are trying to convert me. You know? First it was Christians, now it's Muslim. You know? I'm not trying to convert anyone. Why are they targeting me? Why are they targeting us? The reasons why they do that is both of them, the Muslims and Christians. They believe that they will be blessed and they will attain heaven for bringing people to the fold. Whether by deception, false lies, mistranslation, hatred, it does not matter. And the number one tool that they use is fear. Okay? Christians love to say that their religions are spread peacefully. Even Jesus threatens you. He said you cannot attain God without him, right? That's a threat. That you have to come to me. Compare that to Sri Krishna. No matter who you pray to, at the end of the day, it comes to me because only I, as in Sri Krishna, can give you what you want. You know, Sri Krishna meets you where you are. He does not ask you to meet him where he is. He meets you at where you are. This is the most accommodating form of God. Okay? All others want you to meet them where they are. Sri Krishna says he will meet you where you are. Okay? Read your Bhagavad Gita. You'll find it. I'm not going to tell you which one. You go read it. It's just 18 chapters. I believe you can read it. You can read it in less than a day. In a few hours, you can read it. I've done it several times over during some of my darkest periods. Okay? So before Muslims, and there is a sustained effort in Muslims trying to convert me, was my ex-wife. Even though she knew I had no intention of converting, she hooked up with me, hoping that she'd be able to eventually convert me. And I watched that woman, when I tried to take our kids to a temple, I watched that woman terrify those kids by telling them that they will go to hell and and the devil's going to torment them. I watch a mother torment her own kids, abuse them. It made me so angry to see that this is what they do, and and they exploit people. If you look at Esther Danraj, she tells you of how her family became Christian before she moved back to Sanatan Dharma. It was when her parents experienced hardship and loss that these devils, these demons, pounced on her parents. You know. No, I gave up my wife for Dharma because I was not going to follow the devil. Okay? I'm not going to follow the devil. Any religion that makes it acceptable to own slaves, to own women and have them not even submit to you, but where you force yourself onto them, and you're free of, and in fact you are commanded to do that, or you're told you can do that without incurring sin. That cannot be a true religion. I want you to think about that. Okay? I am not going to convert for anyone. Okay? I was made to be ashamed and believe that my religion, Sanatan Dharma, Hinduism, was a backward religion, was a false religion, was something you should be ashamed of, only to find out that Sanatan Dharma is the most complete, most evolved religion there is. Okay? And I'm not going to let socialists, communists, bleeding heart Hindus, Marxists, Maoists, Christians, Muslims, Khalistanis, I'm not going to let anyone tell me that Dharma is cast in Sanatan Dharma. Okay? Show me the word caste. Do not say, oh, Jati means caste. Jati does not mean caste. Do not say Varna means caste. Varna is qualities. Jati is the type of work you do. You cannot born a sports star. You cannot be born a politician. You have to work for that. Okay? You have to work for that. You have to train for that. You have to study for that. The only reason that people tend to become doctors or lawyers is either they want to do it or their parents are already doing that. Okay? And in my other videos, I've explained to you guys why children, especially sons, tended to follow in their father's footsteps. It happens today. Many of you go into the army because your fathers have been in the army and their fathers have been in the army. Many of you become goldsmith because your father is a goldsmith. Many of you become lawyers because your fathers are lawyers. There is nothing such as being born a lawyer. You have to train for it. You become you don't be born a doctor. You have to train for it. And this is why when people were in an occupation, usually their sons followed because it was easy. They took their sons or their children in there because it just at the time, it allowed them to train a family member to increase access to resources. Okay? That's all it was. That's the skill they knew and they passed it on. Okay? That is not caste. That is the Jati system. Okay? So, Dharma does not have caste. Okay? Does not have caste. Let's get rid of this word caste. It's an imposition. It's mental colonization, mental slavery, and let us get rid of it. Okay? I've said to you guys that Nehru and the Congress Party kept they entrenched the caste system because it benefited them. Okay? Nehru gave up an island to Sri Lanka. He gave up land to Pakistan. He gave up land to China. Also he can be prime minister. That guy is the epitome of selfishness and self-serving. Okay? He's also the epitome of an inferiority complex that he now projected onto the nation of Bharat, the civilization of Bharat, our civilization. Okay? So, No, no. Let's not subscribe to this. I see that there are lots of people out there, so-called Shudras and Dalits and scheduled tribes and stuff. They keep embracing this term for exploitation of others, to keep their community oppressed so that they can become wealthy. I am going to move away from that. I want to break this change that's binding every one of you. It's not binding me anymore. I'm free from it, okay? Without me telling you guys that, nobody meeting me outside would know this. And still, if you meet me outside, I'm in such a comfortable position that it will never impact me, even though if people know it. It will never impact me. Okay? It will never impact me. Yet I'm putting myself out there because I realize the rest of you, most of you, many of you are still in chains, and we need to break those chains. Okay? In my last video I mentioned that I'm going to be I want us to move away. I want Bharat to move away from the subsidies and the handouts and the reservation. Okay? Why reserve 10% of the seats for us when maybe we can take 50 or 90 or 100%? Why just 10%? Why not all of it if we're capable of it? And this is what you need to know. I want to get rid of the reservation, not because I don't want us to have any, but it's because I want us to have all of it. I want us to have all of it. I want us to control it so we can control the narrative. Okay? Why settle for 10%? And I did not clarify that in my other videos, but in this video I'm clarifying it. Okay? I don't want us to go to the IITs. I want us to go to a university get for us that will actually prepare us to a level that will exceed the IIT and provide support for us to become entrepreneurs, businessmen, to become the leaders, to become the ones that set the agenda, okay, the innovators, the movers, okay? So I am not suggesting a separate school. No, the best of us will meet the minimum and exceed the minimum qualification, but then we will train at a level so elite that the IIT will be an elementary school compared to the institutions that our members will be able to attend. Okay? So this is what I want for us. Okay? I'm not going to convert. I'm not going to convert. Okay? Converting would have made my life easier many decades ago. Decades ago, it would have made my life easier. I'm not going to do it. Okay? Maybe I will never achieve my goal in the reawakening of Bharat, the revival of Sanatan Dharma, and the revival of Sanskrit. But I will try. I will keep trying. And then if in 20 years it does not happen, at least I have tried. It's not my fault that others did not reach out and join me in this. Okay? It's not my fault that you were afraid to support me. Okay? But at the end of the day, if I do not succeed, my life will be immensely comfortable. But if I start to gather momentum, I will have to give up my comfort. Because it is a journey I will have to take alone. When I say take alone, I will have to leave my family. I will have to leave my kids, my children, everyone. I will have to leave them with my assets, my money, whatever I have, and take this journey on my own. I will have to give up all my material comforts, which is quite significant. Okay? How much would it be if I converted it into Indian rupees? Let's see. 1.5, it's around 90 crores. 90 crores? No, 9 crores. 9 crores or 10 crores? Crores or crores, you guys say? Crores. 10 crores. That's a lot. That's a lot even in US dollars, if you convert it to US dollars, okay? and it's actually growing. It's actually growing. I will have to give up all of that. All of that I will have to give up to pursue this movement because I cannot take what belongs to the family. But I will start working and putting aside for what my movement is. And this is why I'm asking for your support. Please like my video, share my video, subscribe to my video, recommend other people to watch my video. Okay? Because the more we delay, the more you will pay. I will not pay. My life is good. My life is great. My life is comfortable. But I will pay if this movement gets going, because I will have to give up everything. But for me, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. But I'm not converting. I'm not converting for anyone. Okay? So brothers and sisters, that's my video for today. Tomorrow, or my other video, I'm going to tell you guys more about what I hope to achieve. I hope you join me for my video. Till then, Namaste, Jai Shri Ram, Jai Shri Krishna, Bharat Mata Ki Jai.